welcome to Tuesday Nights with me. Hi, EJ, how you doing? We are going to be looking at Banishers Ghosts of New Eden for the first time, and I'm really quite excited by it. I'm looking forward to it. How about we crack on and have a little look, shall we? We liked our vampire. I haven't even turned this game on. Nothing. Don't cannod. Excellent. Work is over, and so is the snowstorm. That's good news. Everything's being updated today. I've had a new Windows update that was massive. I've got loads of things updating on my phone. It's just updates everywhere. Xbox is updating the lot. It's all very exciting. Play in a well-lit room. Do not play if you are drowsy or exhausted. Ooh. I am not exhausted, buggered, no. Banishers is set in a place and era known for their proverbial intolerance. Some situations of abuse depicted throughout the game tie into the oppression experienced by visible and invisible minorities during these times. Well, okay. Game uses an autosave system, of course. Press any button to start. Here we go. Banishers. It's doing the loading. Good evening, Solisto. Are you still snowed in? Information about the way you players are fine. Right. That looks fine. Uh-huh. Yeah. Cool. It all melted. 4 inches overnight and half it. Oh, really? Oh, wow. Right. Is there... Let's have a little look, shall we? Aim friction. Okay. Hide hard. Right. Graphics mode performance. Let's apply quality and see whether it's clunky or not. Controls we know about. Have we got... Hang on. Did we have a field of view? Did we miss the field of view? No. Motion blur off. Obviously. We usually get a couple of hours of pretty. Yeah. Sensitivity, right. Button mapping, switch character, sprint, interact, banish, light attack, heavy attack. Yeah. Okay. Right. Let's go. Definitely don't play this on hard. Apparently the combat's really clunky. So we're going to go with normal. Entertain me. Entertain me. I must see this. All the reviews I've seen have basically said I'll enjoy this, even though it's clunky. I'm looking forward to it. I might turn the game sound up.
Madam, sir, the ship lies at anchor off New Eden. A tender stands at your disposal.
Okay. Large! Hello, young lady. How the devil are you? Thank you for making the chat more beautiful with your presence.
dreamed of clouds.
Good.
Great long fluffy bastards. Low over the sea.
I'm looking forward to this game. I'm good. I've been looking forward to this. Apparently the story and the roots in the game, the choices are really good.
Reaches of the deepest ocean.
Came out today. Yeah. Banishers, Ghosts of New Eden. It's a don't nod game, same as Vampire. Except this time, the main protagonist is a Scotsman, rather than a posh Englishman.
And a good day to you too.
Are we in New England?
15th century America or 16th century, I think? 16th century. 1640 something? That's 17th century.
Welcome
Silly
to
me.
America.
Something's bothering you.
Charles's letter.
What of it?
The ghost must be
It's
uncommonly dangerous,
$49.99
or he would banish
on
it
console.
himself.
And we shall charge him double.
I'm serious. If the Reverend needs help, this can be no easy business. Red, you best be ready.
I'll be careful, Master Duarte.
No, it's on PlayStation and PC as well.
Your apprentice.
It's also not on Game Pass. I actually bought this. I loved Vampire so much, and it's don't nod.
Night be.
Lots of story, lots of characters,
Gallant
average
to the
combat,
last.
branching
Life to the living,
story.
death to the dead.
Ooh, watch streak.
Consider our lovers,
Nice.
Antair and Ray, the greatest banishers I ever knew. Life to the living, we say, and death to the dead. It is not so simple. Since the dawn of humanity, the dead have lingered. Dead as alive, we are complex and emotional beings. Many and tangled are the ties that bind. Since the beginning of memory, banishers have fought to sever those ties. Death
Mama.
is not a trifle. It comes to us all. To haunt or be haunted. There lies the true horror. I, Charles Davenport, should know it. The haunting of New Eden scared me to death.
Hello, young man.
I dearly wish I had not begged my friends to come and lift the curse.
$16.95, 17th century. Looks good though, doesn't it?
If this is June, I'd hate to see January. I'd want to freeze my backside off in the summertime. I'd have stayed in Scotland.
That's fair.
London wasn't much better.
Look at it.
Yeah, these are cutscenes, obviously. So let's see how the game looks. But
I don't mind saying it. I'm very disappointed.
Charles wasn't lying.
apparently the lips
New Eden is
aren't,
cold
isn't
as
great.
death.
But hey,
You may well be disappointed.
yeah, that's fair grammar. I've got it on quality, not performance. We'll see how the gameplay is if I change it back.
With a hot grog. Or two.
So
I think I weary of long, boring sea voyages to grim, faraway lands.
I can't remember the last time we did something else than
on
work.
past.
After this, we should set sail somewhere warm and safe. The dead don't linger.
No such place. But it's not a bad idea.
Let's try it. Means it's not a pre-rendered cutscene that's got nothing to do with the game engine.
Have I mentioned how grim this place is?
I heard you the first time, but I don't disagree.
He's right, it is grim. Fire looks good, even on performance mode. Okay, so trees are moving in the wind. Interesting. It does atmospheric. This is what's going on here.
I think we can get through here.
Sure. Let's go
Ah.
traipsing through the fucking falling down house.
Okay.
Steady enough.
Oh, it's got these little things, a bit like Jedi Survivor.
Watch out!
Ugh. Is it just me, or are we not welcome here?
Keep going. I'll find a way to meet up with you. Overeager apprentices.
Okay, it's got to be this way, doesn't it? Cool. I presume. Yeah, jump.
I could beat you in my sleep.
Okay. Left bumper is block. Right bumper is... That's heavy attack. Right trigger. Okay,
All
cool.
right down there.
Just a sneaky wanderer. You?
Same, but I managed. Are these spectres watching the road?
Maybe. But are they keeping people outside town? Or are they keeping them in?
What's that? Dear cousin, this fast that is New Eden Town has gone on long enough. You tried. You tried all you could to make it work, to build something there, but if the words you send me are true, then by God, take your wife and your precious children, pack your belongings, and leave that ungodly place. Come to Providence and live with us. There is farm work here, and Simone and I will gladly take you until you find a place of your own. Please, I am begging you, come to us. We have family, and the children will be safer here. John Janes, Providence, 8 September 1694. Okay. Cool. Right. Yeah, it feels a little smoother now I'm running it on performance and not on... what's it called? Quality. Which is good. Okay. There's clearly some kind of crafting system, and I know there's upgrades and things in this game. Look at the map. Ooh. Inventory, right. Leather, right. Diddly dee. Spectral dust. Fine powder can be found in the dark woods region, or right. There's that letter I just found. Charles's invitation. Auntie, I hope instead of find you both free of other work, as we in New Eden are desperate for your help. Town has fallen prey to a sneaking and malicious curse. A haunting is behind it, I'm convinced of it, but although our food is rotted and sickness prevails and our very sanity is shaken, I cannot find the ghost. I urge you to join Esther and I in New Eden as soon as you can. I don't know how much longer I can hold. Truly yours, Minister Charles Davenport. That's not good, is it? Oh, look, Chronicles. Okay. Cool. Excellent.
Ah, more wanderers.
Yeah, you're fine.
Behind you!
Yeah.
As easy as falling off a box.
Don't fall off a box.
Can't tell how long these people are dead.
The original settlers, perhaps.
Whoever, this doesn't bode well.
Okay. What does she do with the flaming torch when she isn't hitting something? Because I've got to be honest, putting away a flaming torch and immediately getting it out seems a bit unusual. I might be picking holes in this for the wrong reasons. Okay. Oh, hello. Wait, what does it say? Attacking with your weapons fills the banish gauge. When the banish gauge is full, press A to banish your target. Okay.
Time to leave for good.
Oh, look at that. Awesome.
Well, you tried.
Oh. Break all the boxes. This is the law. A note, damp and bloody. Perhaps these words will be lost in time, but I must write them. The date, I cannot say. I know it is the month of June in the year 1695. I thought we would be safer in Providence. I thought we would finally see the children again, and the golden wheat fields would ring with their laughter. Their mother now lies dead, and I shall join her soon. Something insidious walks the roads. Terrible spirits took us. New Eden is cursed. You who read this now, I tell you, run.
These people left New Eden town just a few days ago. What exactly is going on here?
Telling me, I don't know. Oh, look, stuff. Break all the boxes, break all the boxes. Okay, don't break all the boxes. Oh, there's something else. Breaking boxes is what I do. Oh dear. She did. She did. Right, okay. So that's the flame, what the flame looks like in performance mode. I want to see. So, oh, look at the oh. I turn motion blur off? It's an alpha wanderer.
Down you go.
Yeah, I see what they mean about it being a bit. It is simple. You know what? I don't think that makes any It doesn't feel like it makes a lot of difference, that graphic setting. Okay. It just feels a little smoother. I'm getting more frames on performance, and it just feels better. We all know what people say about PC players say about frames. Frames win prizes. They don't say that. They don't say that at all. They definitely don't say that. Out. Ah, we have like a dodge button.
That augurs badly for the case.
Situation's worse than you thought.
Let's wait to hear what Charles has to say.
It's pretty even at like this.
Empty docks in a growing settlement. They were a good sign. Are the town selectmen sitting on their arses?
Isn't that what selectmen do? When we get to town, we may need to split up to cover more ground.
You may count on the most responsible student a Banisher could have.
We'll see if you remember some of your teaching, if you're up for it.
Always.
See, these boxes are invincible. What's over here? Susanna, it's been days since we ate. Each day the town empties further. Folk would sooner risk the cold than stay. The minister said help was on its way, but I do not know how much time we have left, or how much time before the next sickness takes us all. I shall entrust my neighbour with this letter in the hope that it will reach you. If nothing changes, I'll try to cross the woods myself. I hear folk assemble bands, the better to safely brave the wilderness. May God bless us, Sarah. Oh dear.
People are leaving. The town is emptying. Stay on your guard. They were leaving because of disease and starvation. They thought it was doomsday. I saw the same thing happen at home.
Take stuff. Very important I take stuff. Boston, Fort Jericho, the Harrows, Hamlet. Okay. What have you found?
Not the busiest stables I've ever seen. No ostler and no horses.
If they burned their crops and ran out of food, then they probably ate the horses.
I don't know if I'm going to need this, or if I have limited room in my pockets, but I'm going to take it anyway. Hi, Warlord. How you doing? Welcome to Banishers, Ghosts of New Eden, where I am in the early tutorial bit, and I don't know what's going on, but I'm trying to pick everything up I can. Oh, save. Well done, New Eden Town discovered. Look at the map. It's a cool map, isn't it? This town's huge. Well, it is for me.
A welcoming committee.
Let's find the inn. Let's find Charles.
What I've heard is that
It'd be good to see Charles and Esther again.
Would you a lecture on the sanctity of marriage?
Esther wouldn't dare. And we don't need a piece of paper to keep us together.
Aye, I remember you telling her.
indicates you are inside an area of investigation. Okay. Look for the inn. Okay. It's there. Inn's up the hill. Okay. Look at the map bit at the top. I know the inn's up the hill, but I want to see what's around here. I have many questions. This isn't the right way. You know, I could spend... You know what? Let's do the mission. Let's go to it. Otherwise, I will do what I always do, which is wander around aimlessly, just looking at stuff. Okay. Because that's what I do. Is that the inn?
This must be the inn.
Well, that's not the inn. What does it say? Doomsday has come. Hello.
I must take a moment by myself. Excuse me.
Really? It's a bit off. That looks like the inn. You can tell it's the inn because it's got a sign that says inn. Which is obviously where you go in. Ha! Hey! Ha! Oh, sorry.
Charlie, we're here. Your prayers are answered. Pour us a drink.
Finally. Banishers, please come in. As it is called, your serving woman may sit while we talk.
I'm the help. She's the boss. You're not Charles.
My name is Antea Duarte. This is my partner, Red McWraith. Good day to you, sirs, madam. Now, where's Charles?
Minister Davenport said help was on its way. I assumed...
Keep digging, Fairfax. Good day. Pennington, captain of the train band. This here is Thick-Skinned Newsmith. We're the selectmen.
What's left of us?
Why is Charles not here?
We're sorry for your loss. We'll do what we can for his widow.
The Reverend is dead. When? How?
A terrible tragedy. Though our faith sustains us, we are still very much in shock.
Our shock at Reverend Davenport's killing is so great that we must sit here in comfort, losing precious time.
As governor of the colony of New Eden, it is my responsibility.
Look at us, sat here waiting to meet the same fate. We could all be miles away by now. You lot do what you want. I intend living.
The esteemed select woman can be brusque. Forgive her, and rest assured that her aptitudes far outweigh her manners. or lack thereof.
Her point still stands, Fairfax. Sitting here, doing nothing, we are as lambs to the slaughter.
The Banishers are here. Surely with their expertise we may yet prevail.
Then I shall leave you and your expertise in ghosts and devils to find out. My expertise in blood and battle is of little use. Mistress Duarte, if I can be of service, yous may visit me at home. On the other side of the street, as it were.
Interesting.
Well, Governor, shall you leave or shall you stay?
For myself, I'll stay. Our company has suffered terribly. But we are worth saving. And now that you are here, save it we shall. Please, accept my sincerest condolences for the loss of your friend. We feel the loss of our minister so very keenly. Charles Davenport was a man of great knowledge and devotion, the pride indeed of New Eden. It discommodes me greatly to remember how we found his body in the cemetery. Indeed, it distresses me yet further to tell you that we do not know what so tragically cost him his life.
What do you think happened?
I could guess, to little use. It is evident, however, that Charles's unexpected death is linked to his investigation of the curse. In the minister's absence, I try, in all humility, to protect us all, body and soul, from our ongoing peril. You see, in my youth, I too was something of a demonologist. Rather a good one, if I say so myself.
We're not demonologists, and neither was Charles. Is his widow Esther taking visitors?
The widow Davenport is at home and does not much venture out. Their house overlooks the dock. I offered Charles a home with a view across a pretty meadow, but he refused. He preferred the village life. Speak to her, if she'll see you. But she knows no more than we do about how her husband died.
Why is town so empty?
Of those who did not die, we are the few who stayed. Though our motivations may differ, all who remain have shown extraordinary faith and courage in the face of our adversity.
Those who left, where did they go?
Interesting.
Boston, outlying settlements, anywhere, everywhere. Although, as you may have heard, the weather has likely closed the roads. Some believe the path through the dark woods offers salvation. I do not. I believe we must.
The fact they called it
stand
Dark
our
Woods should be a
ground.
warning, surely.
Will they return when the curse is lifted?
I fervently hope so. They have homes here, but we sent the children away some time ago, and many could not live with their absence. If we do not
Understand.
resolve this situation quickly, the community of New Eden shall be broken, perhaps forever.
You're a demonologist, you say?
I am that, like my father was before me. Faith and
Interesting.
science are our twin compasses, you see, to a deeper understanding of the secrets of God's green and pleasant land, and those who threaten it.
And what have your compasses told you about the curse?
They have told me that Reverend Davenport was better placed than I to solve our problem, which is why you're here. We agreed it. I shall stand for the company, I said, as the moral authority, the anchor, and the rock, as Charles and his Banishers lift the curse.
Perhaps we may come to you for advice.
Please do, madam, for I would be only too glad to give it.
Interesting.
What can you tell me about the curse?
I can tell you that it has been our misery for many long months now, and I can tell you that it worstens by the increment. First, there was pestilence and disease. Then came the nightmares. Then came madness. In the end came death. And death remains. But in all honesty, I think the weather is the worst part.
It's
This
June.
never-ending winter hangs heavy on us all. Worse yet, it traps us here.
What do you think caused the curse?
In my humble opinion, I'll point to the obvious. The abyss disgorges its spawn upon New Eden, bent on making God's poor creatures suffer. As to the nature of the demon, that's what we're paying you to find out. Our late friend Charles faced a Herculean task and acquitted himself with honor. You will have to do far better than that, I'm afraid.
Our contract stands.
If you'll have it, yes, our contract stands for Charles.
All right. For Charles.
Interesting.
Thank you. We have what we need.
Then I wish you success. By my instruction, a room is prepared for you in the old schoolhouse. I'll be here if you need me.
This game's got a really interesting feel already. You know, it's just... I can feel the slow build. Do you know what I mean? There's just... It's got some personality. As announced at the last town hall meeting, I hereby close the King's Arms Tavern, leaving the key to the selectmen. There shall be no ale sold nor drunk until the curse is lifted and I return. The storerooms are locked and so are the bedrooms. God bless Charity Craggett. Interesting. Okay. Right, there's the outside. Let's look upstairs. Yeah, you see, there's what the things flash. That's locked. Okay, what's that? Piece of 8. Yay! We're pirates again. Wait, what? Okay. Meet Esther. Come on, what's it?
Damn it,
Compass.
Charles. Those accursed sea storms. If only we'd been here earlier.
No. But as Charles would say, another day, another soul to save.
These people have no idea what they're up against.
The path to the meeting house is closed by the governor's decree. Curfew. In hours of darkness, stay in your homes. No discord, no turmoil.
A curfew? But why?
The first resort of every self-respecting oppressor.
Stocks. What would you... Very 17th century.
We should go to Esther.
I think the governor said their house stood above the docks.
Can we keep picking up stuff until I can't pick up any more stuff? Place does eerie really well. Oh,
Thick skin, right? We're sorry to disturb you.
It'll take more than you to disturb me. What do you want?
I take it you intend to leave town.
Bloody right I do. New Eden is dying, and anyone who stays is dead or deranged.
Will you go alone?
I'll take my sister and anyone else who wishes. You may come too if you wish. You look like you can handle yourself.
There's no hope for New Eden then?
Not till the weather changes, and it don't look like changing.
What's your role here, if you don't mind me asking?
Lately, I do what needs doing when no one else will, weakened as they are by comfort and the curse. In normal times, I hunt. Now, though, it's cold enough to freeze the nankies off an horse, and the game rots as quick as you can
word
get it home.
Nankies, new one on me.
You can't eat a ghost, can't skin it, can't sell it, so what'll be the use?
So, the curse. What do you think is going on?
I think nothing much about it. I think folk sickened and the crops failed. I think folk went mad, and I know we found the Reverend dead.
What of the governor? Anything I should know?
That useless clackwagger.
Yeah.
With Davenport dead, godly folk look to be led. Fairfax Askell couldn't be happier. I pity he'll get 'em all killed.
What of the captain?
Now there's a man of worth. Without Saul Pennington, there'd be no town left at all. These last months have been hard on him. I hope his mettle holds. If I had my way, he'd be coming with us. I don't give a rat's knacks for loyalty, but the captain does.
Fair enough.
Well then, thank you for your help.
Interesting.
Aye.
Must talk to everybody. It's really important. Everybody must be talked to. These are the rules of these kind of story-led games. Must talk to everybody. Must find all the things. Ooh, what's that? What's that making that noise? Is there something there that flashed, or am I going mad? Hello.
You'll be the Banishers then? Come too late. I'm sorry, but if poor Minister Davenport mentioned your names, I have forgotten them.
Antea Duarte. This fellow here is Red McGrath.
Of course. I'm Lisbeth O'Hara. The minister said you'd have questions. Well?
Governor Haskell told us of the curse. I'd like to understand what it is and from where it came.
While I'll not speak ill of my neighbours, someone must have let the evil in.
Someone always does.
I understand Banishers often trade with the forces of evil.
We do not trade. We deliver. A haunting may be caused by the errors of the living, but a ghost gets no mercy. What are you doing out here?
What?
Most people seem to stay indoors.
Since you ask, I came to town to buy a remedy for Mistress Fitcher. My sister has a sore leg. The salve eases her discomfort. We have a small farm some miles from here, and yes, the curse sits there too.
Did you know Charles Davenport?
Of course I knew the minister. My sister and I attended all his services, and grateful we were too. He was the moral foundation stone of the colony.
Voice acting's really
Poor
good.
widow. She must be bereft.
Bereft, good word.
You may have your time back, with my thanks.
Well, thank the Lord for that.
Okay. Is it this house? I think it's this house. Let's just check around a little bit. You never know what you might find in the corners.
Antea, Red. Come in. I've barely slept for fear you would not come. I'm at a loss. Would God even allow me to drag you into these dark times?
Esther, you're not alone now. We're here.
I'm so sorry we didn't get here on time. Truly.
I know. Charles kept saying it. Have faith. They will come. If only he had kept his faith himself.
What happened to him?
Poor Charles. Just one more victim of the curse of New Eden. You know how he is. Was. Restless. Impatient. It's not that he gave up on you, his friends, but that he could wait no more. I believe he tried to lift the curse. I too have questions, but I have no answers.
Uh-oh.
Nor do I now have a husband.
How were things, before all this?
Before the curse? It was a busy and exciting time. Charles immersed himself in the community here. He had a hand in everything. The people came to rely on him. I'm sure they look to someone else now, but I can't imagine it's the same.
What can you tell me about the esteemed Governor Haskell?
Fairfax Haskell is well read and educated, but at times his back can be too stiff. He shares Charles's interest in the unknown, but his passion seems less than practical. He's an academic.
Still, good to know our patron has some understanding of our work. We met the captain too, along with the huntress, Thickskin. Do you know them?
I find Thickskin Newsmith's manner a little frightening, but I think she has a good heart. A fine hunter by all accounts. Captain Pennington comes with a reputation for soldiering. He comports himself with a wry dignity, but I suspect that beneath it all, he's just sad. Charles thought so too. There are wounds beneath Saul Pennington's armor, he said, that time and God have not yet healed.
It's interesting. The vocabulary they're using in this game is very good.
Is there anything we should know about?
Lord, deliver me, for I cannot endure this. I cannot endure it, and Charles does not deserve it.
Anything at all, Esther. Please.
I have felt Charles present about the house. His ghost lingers. He needs help.
If he's here, I promise I will know no rest until he has his.
You can count on us.
We'll start with the house.
Charles's papers are gathered in his office. Take what you need.
Thank you, Esther.
We'll take a look around, if that's all right.
May I be of any help?
You stay put. We'll find the way.
You have unlocked your first hint. It contains important information. You can refer to this hint at any stage. Using your haunting gaze by pressing that. Wait, what? Oh, haunting cases. Ah. Okay. Understand why Charles lingers. Investigate the study. Investigate the bedroom. Last hint obtained. After seeing her husband's ghost, grieving widow Esther Davenport was deeply distressed. Intent not obtained. Interesting. The once joyful and educated good friend of Antia and Red is now a young widow who has lost her anchor and drifts unmoored on a sea of mourning. Interesting. Although the path has a... Interesting. To understand why a ghost lingers in the incarnate, you must gather hints about each involved individual inhabitant. Once the hints have all been uncovered, the inhabitant's intent is discovered and... Okay. A new Scotch tune in G major by Henry Purcell. Okay.
Purcell? Could you find nothing better?
These days I lack the heart to play.
Can't believe you brought your pianoforte to New England.
It cost a fortune. But you cannot part a pianist from their beloved keys.
My dearest Charles, how delighted I was to read your words. It's always a pleasure to hear from you and to know that yourself and your beloved Esther are doing well. I've contacted our brothers in London, but unfortunately we cannot find anything in our archives that matches the description of the events you have experienced in New Eden. Be that as it may, pestilence and never-ending winters are phenomena perhaps too broad for us to pinpoint the exact cause. I can give you no better answer, be it sorcery, the presence of an ichor, or something else entirely. We cannot say. All I can do is invite you to continue your research and to take note of all your observations. Our Brotherhood of St. Paul's stole... Brotherhood of St. Paul's stole! They're the people from Vampire! Yay! Has so little presence in the new world. Any new information shall be precious indeed. This is the same world as Vampire.
I didn't know Eleanor and Charles were still in touch.
The St. Paul
It's the
Brotherhood
same
of
world.
Guides. Charles was so eager to continue his research here in New Eden. If only we had known what would befall us.
Bundlers, we can't tell you how much I long to get home. This work in the mystical Scottish Highlands is exciting. I can't argue with that, but I miss the sweetness of our home. However, I know that the few months I have left away from your loving arms will be of great benefit to me. Through this experience, I will increase my knowledge, and all this I do to protect you from those dark worlds that swirled around us. It is your love and trust that pushes me into these mysterious entrenchments, that pushes me to do my best. It is for you that I do this, and when I can see the pride in your eyes, then I know what role I play on this earth. I know that I can be stronger. I know I can do anything as long as you look at me with that spark that is only yours. I am thinking of you, your love forever, Charles. Aww. He did. The announcement of our marriage was to my heart. We shall be together. Oh, that's adorable.
Esther, I'm sorry to trouble you once more.
How may I help?
There's nothing to say. Okay, cool.
We'll keep looking around, if that's all right.
Oh, I like the fact they've got a different different comment. That's nice to see. Okay, so we've done the pianoforte. We've done that one. Let's look here. What's that? Sadness in interval or a study in the Aeolian scale. Oh, no, wrong one. Study of H. Purcell's Chacony in G minor for strings by E. Davenport. That's her. Okay. Esther, some food and ale for you. Sorry for your loss. Your neighbours hold you in their hearts. I don't want to open that yet.
This
What's
is
that?
Charles's. It's like he never left. Have you received other visitors?
Most dare not leave their homes. Although Mr. Bachelor came to see me. That was nice of him.
I was down and yet you were there to support me. You're an angel from heaven to help me in my dark mission. You're the light that guides me through the darkness of the invisible. And yet I feel so sorry for bringing you to this tortured land. You know well that things are not as they should be in New Eden. And I'm sorry to have you by my side, for I fear for your life. I wish we could have found a quiet corner of this land there to raise our children, but I fear a curse. I think we should leave, or perhaps you should go ahead while I defend our home. Think about it, for I cannot bear the thought of darkness taking you away from me. Oh no. And he was taken away from her.
How pleasant to see these old familiar things from your house in London. That porcelain saw many a dinner turned lecture with Charles.
I miss him so.
So do we, Esther. Charles is still here and Esther is completely distraught.
She lost him, and now he's back, a ghastly figure. It must be unbearable. Faith always was his beacon in the darkness.
In people as much as in God. He's a good man.
I can still picture him crafting your very first Bane ring.
You sound much more fond of the moment now than you were back then. Bit green for an actual haunting, you said.
You were. Still, you did all right.
Thank you. Yeah. What's that? A precious king from a chess set protected by a glass dome. Interesting.
That's from the set he taught me with. I'd know it anywhere.
Did he keep it to remind him of his favourite?
Or to remind him that he had yet to beat me.
What was that? That looks like the mission. Let's just go. Todd Ferdy Taunton. Dead for the dead. Hey, Jazz! Hello, dude. Red. I can't remember. I don't know. Charles's notes. None on this side of the water and few on the other know that I came to New Eden as minister in order to pursue research into the new world on behalf of the Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole. And what strangeness have I found? There are ghosts here, yes. Old and innumerable, but they are quiet. I shall never say the word aloud, but I suspect there to be witches. And if I find one, I shall very much like to ask her for her story. Now, for those of you that don't know, St. Paul's Stole is the sort of the lot that you were working with in Vampire. I love the fact that these are linked. Theological book from Charles's purse, for Macarius. Okay. Scribbled Bible verses, Job 7:13-15. When I say my bed shall comfort me, my couch shall ease my complaints. Then thou scarest me with dreams and terrifiest me through visions, so that my soul chooseth strangling and death rather than my life. She comes to me in dreams.
Charles's notes mention Job, chapter 7, verses 13-15.
I'll look for that reference.
Red, you dropped something.
What do all these dreams have in common? Are they the promise of a doomsday or a nightmare coming? Visions, foreshadowing? Is someone behind this? Who is the real target and what caused this anger to burst forth? I need to know how it gets into our heads. Sleep no longer offers rest, and this cannot perdure. The language in this is really
These
interesting.
notes are erratic ramblings. Charles was worried about the curse plaguing the settlers' dreams.
How malicious is this curse, tormenting people in their beds?
He's very good. The voice actors in this.
Remember when he started to wear these to look wiser and older?
He was hiding his hair loss.
Yeah, I don't do that, and I'm hardly losing my hair. Let's have a look. What's this? Where do nightmares come from? I remember the teaching of my masters, may God bless their souls, against the threatening unknown when the common knowledge is not enough to understand a situation. The sagacious and pious man will wisely turn to the very roots of his art, the words, their meaning, and the power hidden in each of them. Nightmare has nothing to do with a nocturnal female horse, as in the French Cauchemar or the German Nachtmar, mare. Here comes the 12th century Middle Dutch and means ghost or demon. A nightmare is not a puny fiend sneaking into the bedrooms to suffocate the dreamers, but one of the rarest and most powerful spirit defined by its only purpose, to spread its insidious and unforgiving wrath upon any living soul it may reach. According to my research, no occultist ever successfully banished a nightmare. But why? Could a nightmare be more than a ghost? I'm afraid so. I remember a disturbing poem I read in London in my younger years about the terrifying abilities of such entity, supposedly able to penetrate the dreams of its targets, to influence their thoughts and perception and make them endure their worst fear, able even to bend the distance or alter time, creating tantalizing and personalized nightmare its victims can't cope to escape from. Such a petrifying concept. I pray God with all my heart and soul that this is not what has risen upon us. How would we then escape despair, death, and doom? I need more information, but where to find them? So, Jess, basically, these two have gone to help their friend at this town that's cursed. And when they get there, they find their friend has been found dead in the cemetery. A silver brooch habitually worn by Charles Davenport, engraved with a distinctive three-hilted sword.
Charles always wore this brooch.
His things are untouched. Nothing's moved.
Shit.
Remember how they used to argue about books we hadn't read? Like we weren't there?
Oh, you actually listened. I'd always let my mind wander.
D&D. Oh, yeah, for sure. Lo, children are an heritage of the Lord, and the fruit of the womb is his reward. Psalm 127:3. Doctor's note. 3 drops of lavender oil in chamomile infusion before sleep. Wintergreen to rub between palms and behind ears 3 times a day. If restlessness persists, use lemon balm. Evelyn. Interesting. Unsent letter to Esther's sister. My dearest sister, Charles is dead. I cannot tell right from left. I cannot tell which day it is or how long ago my Charles departed. My world has come undone. Nothing happened as it was supposed to. I could not attend the burial. The shame of it, how I failed my dear husband. I just could not find the strength to leave the house and walk to the place where Charles died, there to see him buried. Lord, have mercy on us and guide our friends to us before it is too late. New Eden will not last much longer without my beloved husband to protect it. I do not have any words left in me, but I thought that you, who loved him so, should know of his passing. Oh,
Esther couldn't attend Charles'
I had you at Jess. Yeah.
Poor woman. That's terrible for her.
Esther never got to say farewell to Charles.
That would be why.
Could have made him manifest.
Now that we know why he might be back, we should go investigate the cemetery where he was found.
So what you get every time you do one of these searches is you get the description. Esther Davenport did not properly bid her husband farewell and now suffers from it. So these are the hints. I mean, they're pretty straightforward, but you've got to find them.
Are you leaving already?
We need to investigate the cemetery.
Ah. Wait, there's a thing. Do I need to talk to her? There's something there. Ah, what's that then? Sincere Paris's shop. I don't know what that is. It's a shop. Okay. Okay.
What will you do for my Charles?
If he's present, we'll find him. Then we'll ask him what he wants us to do.
Must I see him too?
First, let's find out what happened. After that, we'll see.
Best get started. Time may be against us.
You be all right?
I doubt it, but I'll do my work all the same. We came here to help Charles and help Charles with Charles. Ask around. See what people will tell you. I'll go to the cemetery and do the same. Be careful.
Aye. You too.
I had pork at my mum's and dad's, so it had nothing to do with it. Okay, so you have to open your map. Oh, wait. So you can open your map with that. So there's my objective. Right. Yeah, so I didn't have pancakes at all, mate. But however, speaking of pancakes, I need to go to the loo quickly. I'll be back shortly.